In 1968, there was an organization that was formed that was called the Club of Rome. And their call to action was basically to discuss natural resources and the use of items such as coal, fuel throughout the world. And to talk about solutions on how to utilize these resources more efficiently. Well, in my opinion, the Club of Rome turned out to be more or less a scare tactic for consumers and more or less gloom and doom. You see, they started to report that we would run out of natural resources such as oil, gas, and fuels of that nature. As a result, we started to consume in a way that we felt like we were going to run out of resources. But the reality is we will never run out of natural resources. For example, if you look at from 1930 to 1990, there were about 100,000 farmers feeding 30 million people. Now we have about 30,000 farmers feeding 300 million people in the U.S. The point is we've learned to use our resources more efficiently as far as land is concerned. Another example of that is Kodak. For a long time, Kodak was the greatest consumer of silver. That's how film was created. And then they went on to another technology. Same thing with Ford. The catalytic converter used platinum for a long time, so they consumed platinum a lot. The prices went up. When they concluded using it, the prices went down. Same thing with silver for Kodak. The prices went down when Kodak went on to another technology. The point is we will never run out of resources. So as we talk about building businesses, let's not operate in a guise of scarcity. There will always be businesses. There will always be consumers. Actually, there will always be money to be used for buying as well as selling. The reason why this is important as we deal with whether it's a consumer, whether it's a partner, whether it's ourselves as an organization, let's not deal in the guise of a scarcity as far as sharing information. Always be open and transparent. It's interesting, I think about too, the American Indian. When it was offered to them to sell the land, they were okay with it because they did not look at land as a resource. They thought the resources were the animals and fruit and vegetables that were grown. So they were able to say, hey, you can have it. It's basically, you can have the candy wrapper, the candy's already gone. So the thing is with us, let's look at people, not just as the commodity, but those are the true real resources.